This is the world as we're familiar with it today. A simple, flat map instantly sparks recognition in our minds. Well, unless you live in North Korea, where their maps conveniently place themselves front and center. But watch what happens when I start removing just a couple of countries. Suddenly, everything feels wrong. Our brains cling to patterns, and when those patterns disappear, the whole map starts looking strange. Yet none of that compares to how bizarre Earth becomes if global sea levels suddenly drop by 1,000 meters. Such a massive drop would expose enormous underwater landscapes, alter coastlines everywhere, and reveal millions, possibly tens of millions, of square kilometers of brand new land. Former islands would fuse together, continents would expand, and the world map as we know it would be flipped on its head. Let's take a tour of the most dramatic transformations. Australia turns into a massive, chunky supercontinent. The northern part stretches across the exposed Timor Sea and physically connects with Indonesia, forming a completely new combined landmass. Tasmania also locks onto mainland Australia. Roughly speaking, Australia could gain somewhere around 10–20% more land. New Zealand, meanwhile, becomes nearly unrecognizable. The North and South Islands merge, expanding far to the east and forming one giant, oddly shaped mass. Nothing like the modern New Zealand we know. Most of Southeast Asia merges into one connected region. Islands such as Sumatra, Java, Borneo, and even much of the Philippines fuse into the mainland. Countries like Thailand and Vietnam hardly change inland, but their coastal neighbors expand dramatically. China's interior remains mostly the same, but the coastline is a different story. Japan's islands join together into a single landmass that stretches from Russia in the north to China in the south. This traps South Korea inland, now boxed in by China, North Korea, and Japan. The Sea of Japan becomes a giant saltwater lake, and with Taiwan now physically attached to China, geopolitical tensions take on an entirely new dimension, especially with the possibility of land-based access.